everyone. It's Colleen, your historical homemaker. It's been a while since I've seen you. Anyway, I just wanted to wish you all a happy President's Day, and whatever you're doing, I hope that you are doing something special in honor of this wonderful day. Of course, I made something very unique and special to celebrate President's Day, so I wanted to share that with you. Today, to honor President's Day, I made, as you can see, there's a piece taken out because we already have enjoyed it, but I wanted to show you how beautiful it is. This cake, I refer to it as the President's Cake. This white cake with raspberry filling was first served at the wedding reception of President and Mrs. Kennedy in 1953. It was also served at President Kennedy's inauguration and also at his 100th birthday celebration at the Kennedy Library. The cake became so popular and was also served at the presidential inaugurations of Ronald Reagan and George H.W. Bush. So I made a replica of the cake. It's a white cake, has a layer of raspberry jam and buttercream, raspberry buttercream icing in the layers there. And it's just a white cake with white buttercream icing, and of course there's some buttercream dollops on the top. So I'm just going to take a taste and enjoy. Here's my delicious piece. Look at the layers. There's the raspberry jam, buttercream. Okay, let's eat. You know I have to taste test the cake, always, so. It is really good. Very moist. The cake is very moist. The white cake, the buttercream icing, especially with the jam. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I shared it with you. You can follow along and I will show you how I made it. And then you can also follow me at thehistoricalhomemaker.com and I'll print the whole recipe for you. Add the softened butter to a medium bowl and mix until creamy. Add 2 cups of granulated sugar and the olive oil. Beat until all of the ingredients are combined and creamy. Make sure to scrape the sides of the bowl to make sure you get every little bit in there, and this is what the mixture should look like. Add in the almond extract. Blend together really well. In a large bowl, add the baking powder into the flour, along with a little bit of salt. Whisk the dry ingredients together really well until all is well blended. And add in the whole milk. Mix together really well. Add the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. And once again, you're going to mix really well. Don't forget to scrape the sides of the bowl to make sure everything is in the batter there. And this is what the batter will look like. In a separate bowl, add the egg whites and beat until stiff peaks form. Slowly add the egg white mixture into the batter and gently fold. into the batter. Here is what your cake batter will look like once the egg whites have been folded in. I've lined 2 8-inch cake pans with parchment paper and I've greased very well. I've added the batter in evenly and I'm going to bake in a preheated oven of 350 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. The cakes are fresh from the oven and they are nice and golden on the top. I'm going to let them cool in the pans for a few minutes and remove to a cooling rack to cool completely. The cakes have been cooled completely and I'm going to spread some raspberry seedless jam over the first layer. I've piped some raspberry buttercream frosting over the raspberry jam. I've added the top layer of the cake and I'm going to frost the rest of the cake with a white buttercream frosting. The cake looks perfect and I've added a little bit of dollops of raspberry buttercream on the top there and I can't wait to slice and share it with you. This cake looks amazing. You can see the raspberry jam in the middle and the raspberry buttercream. It is truly delicious and beautiful and tasty, of course. You can find the recipe at thehistoricalhomemaker.com.